Paris has 20 neighborhoods, and if you pick the wrong one, you'll spend your trip stuck in traffic, overpaying for coffee, and missing the magic. In this video, we're cutting through the noise to show you exactly where to stay in Paris and the best neighborhoods to suit your travel style.
Paris is a beautiful city, but it is huge. And it doesn't matter how often you visit, you still have to face that monumental task of deciding where to stay in Paris.
Before we break down the Paris neighborhoods, we think it's important to understand how the city of Paris is designed.
Yes, there are 20 arrondissements in Paris. Arrondissements are districts of Paris that are numbered in order as they circle out from the center. They go counterclockwise from the Seine, starting at the first arrondissement and going round like that. So basically, the closer to the river Seine you are, the lower the arrondissement number and the closer to the city center you're going to be. The first arrondissement features the Louvre, which is situated right on the bank of the Seine. And then each arrondissement circles out like a spiral crisscrossing the river.
The first to the 8 arrondissements are where you'll find most of the major attractions of Paris, and it's a great place to stay because you can basically walk directly from your hotel to many of them.
Arrondissements 1 to 4 are on the right bank of the river, while 5, 6, and 7 are on the left bank of the river Seine. So are you ready to explore the best neighborhoods in Paris? I know we are. Let's get started.
Let's talk about where to stay in Paris if it's your first time in the city of love.
Our recommendation is to stay in the 7th arrondissement near the Eiffel Tower. It's located right on the left bank of the River Seine. It's one of the best places to stay in Paris if you want to be in the heart of the action, which is where you want to be if it's your first time there.
The 7th arrondissement is within walking distance of the major tourist attractions. The Eiffel Tower,
Obviously.
the Rue Claire Market, Les Invalides, which is home to Napoleon's tomb, and Musée d'Orsay.
My personal favorite. I love that museum, as well as the Musée de Rodin. So they're all located here, yeah, and walking distance from most of the hotels. And hey, if it is your first time staying here, another suggestion I would say, if you're gonna spend some extra money, get a hotel with an Eiffel Tower view.
So this is one of the most popular neighborhoods in Paris, so I very much recommend booking early. All of the hotels fill out quickly here, so you want to make sure that you book well in advance.
So for a luxury option, which, you know, if you're really gonna blow the budget in the 7th arrondissement, we suggest Le Narcisse Blanc, because this is an elegant property where you'll get world-class treatment, and the spa is incredible, and it has an indoor swimming pool, and you cannot beat the fine dining.
The Pullman Paris Tour Eiffel is a little more affordable as a 4-star property, and it has great views of the Eiffel Tower, and you're also going to have some modern decor.
And if you're looking on the budget side of things, it's a little tough in this arrondissement because things are pretty expensive, but we do suggest the Longchamps-Élysées, which is located near Trocadero metro station, so you'll be able to get on and off and explore the rest of Paris very easily.
And that's actually a good point to make right now. Make sure you book your hotel near a metro station. Most hotels actually are close to metro because Paris has stops everywhere. And Paris's metro is very easy to navigate and it's affordable. Where are we heading to next, Dave?
Next, let's start off with the budget in the 5th arrondissement.
The 5th arrondissement is the Latin Quarter, and I'm sure you heard of this because this is one of the most popular tourist areas in all of Paris. It's been the student hangout for 800 years.
We do love this area, and you will find a lot of budget and mid-range accommodations. So if you're looking to save a little bit of money, this is a great place to start to look for different places to stay in Paris at a more affordable price. It's also close to some really cool attractions, like the Pantheon or Luxembourg Gardens.
Yeah, it took us like 3 trips before we went to London.
And there's lots of things to see, but it is also our favorite place for affordable food options. In the Latin Quarter, many of the restaurants offer a menu for mule, which is basically a set 2 or 3 course menu that includes a glass of wine.
And they're very affordable, and it's a great way to try some French food.
Yeah, and if you stroll around the streets, you'll find a ton of great budget food options. So it really caters to the budget traveler.
Where are we going to stay in the Latin Quarter? Well, here's a few options for you.
The Hotel Manga is a little bit higher level, but it is a little bit more pricey. But it has a wellness center complete with a hammam and massage services. So might be worth it spending a little bit of extra money if you want to stay in Le Marais.
For a more mid-range choice, we recommend Hotel Le Petit Paris, which is set in an 18th century building, and it's just a short walk to the Luxembourg Gardens.
And finally, for the budget option, we're going to suggest Hotel Park Saint-Seven, because it gets really high ratings. They do have small rooms or relatively smaller rooms, but it has everything you need, and it's right in the heart of the Latin Quarter, so you're going to love it.
Okay, so let's look into the luxury travel of Paris, because hey, if there's one place in the world to splurge on a luxury vacation, it's in Paris.
It definitely is, and our suggestion if you got money to burn is to try and get a hotel in the first arrondissement, because it is one of the most oldest and central neighborhoods in Paris. Obviously, number one, it's right next to the Seine, right? And I think it's probably the best place to stay in Paris if you can afford it. The Louvre, of course, is the star attraction of the first arrondissement, and you could spend days just in the Louvre Museum, but we actually suggest to get out there and walk from the Louvre through the Jardin des Tuileries and marvel at the outdoor statues, gardens, and fountains. It is a beautiful place to spend an afternoon.
There's also the Pont Neuf Bridge here, which is obviously the most famous and oldest bridge in Paris.
You also don't want to forget the Jardin du Palais Royal, because the Palais Royal is home to the Ministry of Culture, and there's a lot of boutique shops around there.
And if you want to see one of the most expensive squares in Paris, pop into Place Vendôme. The Ritz is located there, and you know that the Ritz Hotel is always where the celebrities and the diplomats stay.
One word of warning I will say is that all this convenience comes with a hefty price tag. The first arrondissement is probably one of the most expensive districts to stay in the city. Let's take a look at some options for you. All of these are in the higher end, even though we've broken them down into a few different classes. For hotel options that are super luxurious, you can look at the Mandarin Hotel Paris. It's the ultimate in luxury. It's like a 1930s palace hotel that is steps from Place Vendôme. So you're right along all those fashion shops and that kind of stuff. You're really close to the high-end things.
If you want to go a little bit more affordable, Hotel Molière is a good option. It's a small boutique hotel, but it's still mere minutes from the Louvre.
And if you're looking to save a little bit of money but still be located in the first arrondissement, then Hotel Crayon Rouge is a little bit more affordable. It's located quite close to Palais Royal. What I liked about it is it has like this fun design. It also has a shared lounge where you can meet fellow travelers. So if you're a super sociable traveler and you have a good budget, try the Hotel Crayon Rouge.
That's a great segue into our next arrondissement. For the sociable travelers out there that are looking for nightlife, where do you stay? Well, we suggest staying in the 3rd and 4th arrondissement, which is known as Le Marais.
In the 4th arrondissement here in Paris, this is where you come to get a taste of local living. This is definitely a place to stay if your travel style is to have more of a cultural, local experience, for sure. You can really feel what it's like to be Parisian while you're staying in these districts.
Yeah, Le Marais is located, it spans 2 arrondissements, the 3rd and the 4th, and it's by far the coolest and hippest neighborhood in the city. Le Marais is located across from Ile-de-Cité and the Notre Dame Cathedral, which is now open daily to visitors. It's located on the right bank of the River Seine, and there are many things to see and do in this neighborhood, besides Notre Dame Cathedral, of course. Le Marais, it may look like old Paris with its narrow streets, but it's a very contemporary place. And one of the coolest places is the Centre Pompidou. This is a huge building that spans several blocks, and it showcases the latest in contemporary art.
Le Marais has chic boutiques and gourmet chocolatiers that you can check out during the day.
So some hotel options in Le Marais are the Hotel Dupont Smith, which is a 5-star contemporary property. And what I like about this one is it has individually decorated rooms, so you're going to have your own unique experience.
Yes, and if you're looking more in the mid-range budget level, a Hotel de Josephine Bonaparte, it's a little more affordable. What's cool is that it is set in a 17th century convent.
I love those.
Which is kind of cool, right? With that blend of contemporary chic while keeping some of its original features. So you get a little bit of both worlds there, which is great in this neighborhood.
And if you're looking for something affordable, the Marais Home Hotel is a small boutique hotel that we think is perfect for couples that are on a little bit more of a budget. We mentioned the 18th Arrondissement is one of our favorite places to stay in Paris, even though it's quite far from the Seine. And why is that, Dave?
It's because it's a wonderful neighborhood that houses Montmartre, our favorite area in Paris. I absolutely love it here. Do you remember the movie Amélie?
Oh, of course, one of my favorites.
Yes, this is her neighborhood, so that's why we love it so much, I think.
Montmartre is in the 18th Arrondissement, and if you're looking for a real Parisian culture, it's a great place to stay. It has this fantastic Bohemian vibe, and there's lots of street performers out on the streets, great cafes, and it's known as the Artist District.
Yeah, you'll find art galleries from both Dali and Picasso there.
Oh yeah, it's very cool. You're going to see all kinds of artists doing their thing. Even out on the street, there's a lot of artists.
We're here in the Salon in Montmartre. This is a place where Picasso, Van Gogh, all those great artists used to hang out, and they use this area for inspiration.
The real attraction for me is Sacré-Cœur, which is this massive church that sits on top of the hill of Montmartre overlooking all of Paris. We spent many times walking up those steps, hanging out, grabbing a baguette, and taking in these 360-degree views of the city of Paris.
So many movies have been filmed in this area as well, and most recently, John Wick 4. Another thing is Montmartre is also home to the famous Moulin Rouge Cabaret. You've got to make sure that you go there at least once when you visit Paris to see this historic cabaret.
This wouldn't be the place I would suggest to stay for your very first time in Paris, but if it's your second time back or third time and you're looking for something that's a little bit more Parisian, then Montmartre in the 18th Arrondissement is the place to stay.
It's also well connected by the metro station, so it's easy to get anywhere in the city. And heck, we have walked all the way from Montmartre through the canal to get down to the River Seine, so it's a nice whole stroll as well.
Yeah, it is. And we have a few favorite hotels to stay there, which we'll recommend to you now. If you do want to spend a little bit of money, the Maison Souquet Hotel and Spa, it's this 5-star hotel set in an exclusive Parisian townhouse, right? So it's like very much gives you that feel. And the decoration style is that Belle Époque kind of theme, which is, again, throwback to old Paris.
Mercure Paris Montmartre Sacré-Cœur. How's my French?
Oh, that's pretty good.
I don't know. It's a little more affordable, and it's just a short walk from the Moulin Rouge, so you'll be right in the heart of the action. And a little fun fact here is digital nomads love it here because there's a lot of shared workspaces. So if you're a remote worker, you might want to stay there.
Yep. And if you are on a tight budget, the perfect hotel is where we stayed on our first backpacking trip.
Yes, it's
to
called
Paris.
the perfect.
It is. And that's because it's perfect if you're on a budget. It's one of the more affordable places in the city while still being chic and comfortable. So you're not really giving up too much to stay there.
And we have a complete breakdown of even more neighborhoods and places to stay in Paris on our blog, theplanetd.com, so make sure to check it out.
Yeah, so click on the links to see why we think the 6th Arrondissement, Saint-Germain, is the best place to stay for families, or why the Champs-Élysées in the 8th Arrondissement is the best shopping neighborhood in Paris. We also break down these and other neighborhoods in Paris that will suit your needs depending on your travel style.
And that is our guide to the best arrondissements and places to stay in Paris.
And if you've visited Paris and have a favorite hotel, leave a comment below because we'd like to hear about it. And obviously other people who are looking to book their dream trip to Paris want to hear about it too.
And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe to our channel and click on that bell for more travel videos each week.
Ciao for now. See you next time.